Oh, there's a
Now we get
countdown.
6
How
seconds.
sexy.
Huh?
Mississippi. Start the intro.
We get like big numbers for the countdown and everything.
Hopefully we get big numbers after the countdown.
That's I got to hit the live button here first. Here we go. Oh, I think I hear the music
I
too.
hear the music. Let the music.
Hey, welcome to the Cosmic Cafe Show, where the conversation is more interesting than a birthday bash at medieval times with my lovely and gracious co-host, Asia. Hey, Asia.
Hello, darling.
How's that birthday hangover holding up?
Jesus. It's gonna take me a week to get over.
Trying something new here. We're trying a new service called Riverside, which we're going to see if we like it better than Zencaster. And supposedly Riverside may be simultaneously live streaming us on Twitter, Twitch. You know about Twitch, right? You might be familiar with Twitch.
Stupid.
There's Facebook and YouTube.
You had to slide it in there, didn't you?
I sure did have to slide it in there. Oh my God! This is episode 34, and on Twitter, I put a hashtag CCS Pod 34. So just hashtag CCS Pod 34. So anything related to this show that we do, hashtag will be CCS Pod 34. And future episodes will be 35, 36, so on and so forth. So that's how we'll announce guests and so on and so forth coming up. I'll be interested to see how all the live streams and everything come out, though, with this. So
I had balls, I would name them so on and so forth.
If you had balls, you'd name them what?
So on and so forth.
So on and so forth.
I may have sleep deprivation, but
holy cow! Speaking of sleep deprivation, Ed Asner's birthday's today, November 15th, 1929. He was brought into this world.
Scorpio Fest.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, I do believe that on Twitter as well as on the Facebook page. That was pretty funny, huh?
Yeah.
That like horoscope from 1979.
Yeah, I'm basically a serial killer, and yet you still came by my house.
No,
like all Scorpios are murderers. Yet you still came by my house, and you lived to tell the tale. I fed him, folks. I did. I fed him food. I did not let Fairy Black Mother was very hospitable, and I gave him food because everybody knows that when my friends come over, they can't be hungry because I'm an Italian grandmother in another life. And I got merch.
Like the most Blasian Italian grandmother.
I am. And tiny. You're gigantic.
You might be a little bit short.
You're a little bit tall.
I might be a little bit tall.
I don't know how he fit through the door. It was nuts. He's like knocks on the door, and I just see this just freaking beast just duck and come on inside with all his hair.
Oh gosh.
Use all shoulders and hair. It was nuts.
Well, you looked good in your geisha gown also.
Thank you. You took a really cute picture of me. You know, this is my profile photo.
Yes, I noticed that. And
you took the best photo of me. I was so tickled.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a lovely blue you were wearing also. Like a matching blue almost.
Some things are blue. Tell them about my food.
Your food was horrible. I do not recommend it to anyone because I want to keep it all for myself.
1 star. You know what my favorite part was? My favorite part was when you were sitting near the lasagna. You're sitting near the lasagna. I served you lasagna and the plate. Everything was looking pretty good. You know, I had a nice plate setting. I had like ice water and wine glasses. It was great.
She even had clean silverware, believe it or not.
Anyway, he had a serving, a decent one. And I remember I had to go out the room, and then I came back and I noticed another chunk of lasagna. Like
there was
it
there was this like Bigfoot that came walking through, and I had to do something, so I just fed it some of your lasagna so it'd leave me alone. And so,
and I even made you a nice little to-go bucket.
Yes. In fact, I actually the to-go of the lasagna came in very handy after medieval times and the other place we went to. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it.
Are we? Well, I mean, we don't have to say the names, but we can say its purpose, its special purpose. We can say its special purpose.
Okay, fun. Mom and Dad, if you have the kiddies in the car and you don't want them to be familiarized with some of the things that adults do
when they're grown and they have money,
they're grown and,
and are mildly inebriated,
then kick the kids out of the car right now.
We can
make them go to the other room. Tell them they're grounded and that they got to go to the other room or go play out in the pool.
Past the PG rating.
Yes, the PG rating. Oh, can you do your like a phone operator voice with like a PG rating?
I would.
Are you sober enough to do that, or
I'm awake enough to do it?
Or I'm sorry, I should say not hungover enough.
Pretty much.
Okay.
We would like, ladies and gentlemen, to let you know that we are currently reaching the Adult Swim PG rating of the show. Please remove any children under the age of 13. Parental discretion is advised. I saw that.
I know you saw it. They saw it too. Thank you for that.
I didn't.
Okay, so you all been fair warned. You've had plenty of times to boot them out of the car or pull over and tell them to go, go stand by the tree on the side of the road or something.
So first of all, you need to tell them your new name.
First of all, I'm going to tell them before the kids get back is that we went to an adult gentleman's club afterwards. We're not going to name it by name, but it's within like 30 minutes of the medieval times. And several of us from the party decided to go there. And we told them that it was Asia's birthday. So, of course,
mistakes happened.
Big mistakes. Because you got to understand, Asia is not anywhere close. Well, I should let you say.
I'm as straight as an arrow. It is. I love pickles. I love pickles.
Apparently, she's a huge fan of pickles.
I'm a huge fan of pickles. I'm the cucumber queen. Anyway.
Apparently, she loves cucumbers.
There's a lot of peaches in that area. And the only cucumbers were the ones I brought with me.
Yes. But all the girls there misinterpreted Asia's birthday and bringing her Vikings out for a good time as, hey, let's
motorboat her like she's in the river.
I was like getting jealous because she was like getting more action than me or the other guys.
Because I'm pretty.
And we're like the ones with the money, it's like, hey, aren't we supposed to, we're the ones with the pickles and sausages and stuff. Well, yeah, you had money too, but they don't ask you for money. They ask us for money. And it's like, oh, okay, see ya, For you, it's like, here, take my titties right into your face.
I was not prepared. Like, she didn't even give me a second for consent of any kind.
There was no consent.
Here's the deal, y'all. I was turning 43. The young lady that accosted me looked, I don't know, just legal enough to be there. She was so young. I'm like, you should be nursing mine, not shoving yours in my face.
I think she turned 21 last week or something, right?
Whatever. Eric was looking like Asia's going to WWE flip this young lady over this table.
Well, I've heard you tell stories in the past. I think even here on the podcast, certainly on our Patreon cast. And
but I did
talked about how you've like laid out some chicks that like
I have
a mistake.
But I did not choose violence that day because I was loving hanging out with my boys, Sir Lancelot and Sir Eric, because you're both knighted now.
Oh, this is true. Yes,
you're both knights.
Talk about that later.
But anyway, she just rolled up on me, and boom! Next thing I know, just flashes of white lights in my face. Like she went all in. Something got up my nose. There was not
both high beams,
and they were not that big. Offended by, and I finally said, "Listen, sis, if I wanted to see these little peaches of yours, I'm like, if I want to check anything out cool, I'm gonna look at my own." And I proceeded to lower the drawbridge as my giant Dolly Parton, Pam Grier intent double D's presented themselves and caused them to
pull them out.
Boom! Like they just like I think I heard a sound like ta-dum. Behold, these our memories.
The guys and I were like, oh, what?
Y'all like
we were
chocolate.
not prepared for that at all.
Y'all like chocolate. It's fine.
Of course we like chocolate.
Exactly. So raise them up, and I just like act like I didn't give them two. I just calmly pulled them back up like it was no big deal. Poor Paul.
Well, there was that one girl too that had the surgically enhanced, we'll be polite, the surgically enhanced cleavage, and yeah, you were just like, look at these.
And they're real.
Yeah, she was like, I was like, oh gosh, we're either going to get our ass kicked out of here or more chicks are going to be piling on her.
I mean, they left me alone after that, and they were kind enough to like hang out with you guys, and we had a decent time. I danced to some of the music. It was a good time.
It was a great time. Yeah, it was fun.
I was so proud of you for coming out.
Do it again.
Yeah,
do it again.
We'll go to a better one though.
Yeah.
There's a crazier one like in Phoenix that my homeboys are telling me like, yeah, you gotta go to that one.
Hey, and if any listeners have any suggestions too, then Cosmic Cafe Show at outlook.com.
Where are the good Chi-Chi bars in Arizona?
Maybe we do like a meetup too with any of the listeners that want to like join up or something. They can.
I'm gonna dip if we get too many of our listeners because they're just gonna expect me to flash them as well.
Well, we'll make them buy beers first.
I don't drink.
I do.
You do. And
tequila.
Feel free to buy.
Yeah.
Más tequila. Más tequila.
Más tequila, por favor. Sin ice.
You guys had a great time. He looked so hot. I posted a picture on Twitter. He looked so hot. He
She keeps saying that. I did.
Listen, the man, his shoulders, hair, and muscles, like big old, his arms were like ridiculous. I don't understand. You put them things away. You bad little boy. Just freaking. I was like, alrighty then. I'm like, I see you, fam.
He was beat her off with a stick.
You did have to beat me off with a stick.
I did. She was like, like, I like those arms.
I did.
I like that hair.
I like you.
I'd like to eat the lasagna, please.
Lasagna.
I bet you would.
You ate all that lasagna.
Oh my gosh. I think this is Judge Wapner. Joseph Wapner, born on this day, 1919. Not to change the subject or anything.
Tell him about my battle axe, Eric.
And let's see here. I'm just trying to find something else to talk about.
You want to talk about my battle axe?
Ooh, Beverly D'Angelo, 1954, born on this day. Are you really
going to do this to me? You're not going to talk about my battle axe.
She has a kick-ass, super awesome, and deadly. Wait, which way am I looking? And deadly battle axe.
You liked it. You were so excited to hold it. I'm not even trying to use euphemism.
Let's clarify. Battle axe.
Because it started over because he was making fun of my cutlery because that's how you are. You said my butter knives were too sharp.
This is true. I'm like, this will cut more than butter.
And I'm like, you call that a knife? And I brought out one of my broadswords.
She brought out her broadsword.
And then I'm like, I brought out my battle axe, and then Eric could not. He turned 12 in like 2 seconds. Go, can I hold that, please? Like you were just a kid. I'm like, please hold my battle axe.
It was more for self-defense, just so you know. Oh, continue.
I'm gonna pinch you so hard. But he looked good. I wish I had taken a selfie. I am like really heartbroken that I did not take a picture of him.
Pictures from the that we'll put up on the thing on the show notes from when we were there at the medieval times. In fact, I just retweeted one of them that you posted, and I put up the hashtag, the CCS Pod 34 hashtag, so people can go find it right now if
they misspelled 3 of my knights' names, and I'm angry. I told them to send me screenshots of all of their plaques. 3 of them.
Did they misspell mine? I didn't have my glasses, so
if they misspelled yours, I am angry because
that'd be dumb.
Was meticulously typed in email. And they had the email in front of them, and I even pointed at the email.
Yeah,
and they misspelled 3 guest names. I wanted to kill them.
The queen was hot though. but I don't think she was responsible for spelling. But she should be responsible for having executed the person who did misspell the names.
I'm gonna go so Black Karen once everybody finishes sending me the screenshots of their paper. I'm like, listen, you had the email. This is what their names look like. I told them to send me their business cards too, so I can explain how important my guests were. I'm so angry.
Hey, did you tell them that one of the guests was a host of a nationally syndicated? Never mind.
so
Hey, speaking of nationally syndicated shows and everything,
yes,
super big honor to see Dave again and host of, or co-host, I guess, of Retro Rogues.
Live, yeah.
So yeah, it was
He did
great.
the giant. You want to know? He said the sweetest thing to me about it. He's like, Asia, I've been doing signings for years, and it was so awesome hearing a crowd roar just from watching me sign a picture.
That was awesome.
Like it was moving to him because
Yeah.
he signed it. I uploaded that on. I think I might have tagged us Cosmic Cafe on that when I uploaded the image of him signing it. So he signs the giant. We're gonna put this in the show notes. We can do that now.
Yeah.
Of the giant painting that he did for me, and he signed it in gold on the end. And as soon as he was done, like I had like 15 people. It was just this whole crowd just roaring for Dave signing it. And he's like,
Yeah.
it just moved me so much. He's like, that was amazing. Like it was absolutely amazing. He felt so good. And David was in a real samurai uniform.
Oh yeah.
Because he is one. I found out he also did kickboxing and he switched to that, Aikido after that. I was like, dude, you're telling me about a sword he has is meant for horseback for you to chop people's head off with. It was crazy.
We'll have to use that samurai sword to find out whoever misspelled the names.
Oh, I'm coming for them. I'm so angry. He wants to give me a nice little tanto for my outfit, so I have a little weapon to go with my Empress outfit. He's like,
oh, nice.
Tanto. I'm like, you rock. That is awesome.
Is it like concealable? Can you like put it up in places, hide it in stashes, or
some things will fit.
Well, it was very nice of Dave.
It was nice. He had a great time. He had such a great time. Like everyone sent me the sweetest thank yous of how an amazing experience they had at my party.
I still have to do that too. I'm just horrible about doing that kind of stuff.
I think you had fun. You were letting me know verbally that you had a really nice time, and I'm so happy you came out. And it was nice to actually finally meet you.
Came out as in like came out to Arizona, not like come out of the closet or anything.
You're so dumb.
We definitely don't want to make the miscommunication. Not that there's anything wrong with that, because we have many good friends out there.
Catchphrase from side wrong with that. Is there anything wrong with? I can't believe how giant a person you are. Like it was like freaking me out. It's like Eric is huge. Like I remember you telling me your size, how tall you were.
Yes.
How tall you were. Weirdo.
Yes. That's what I knew. That's what you meant.
But when you came through the door, I'm like, good Lord. This man is ridiculous. And it was just funny to me. I'm like, oh, I just felt like a whole foot shorter when you walked in. But we had fun. We had VIP treatment. Everybody got their drinks. You know, how was the food? I mean, the food was okay.
You know what? Actually, I'm not used to eating like half a chicken, because they like literally just like threw this half chicken on your plate, and then they come around later with like a half a potato and half of a corn on cob and but it was really good. I mean, it was cooked very good. It was very moist. The seasoning was really good. They didn't add extra salt or any of that stuff. That was really good. So no, I rather enjoyed it actually. I was very pleased. Although I did have one friend that's like, why didn't they serve you a turkey leg? I'm like, well, thank God they didn't. I don't like turkey legs.
I like the turkey legs.
That's more Renaissance.
Red Fair stuff. I don't like the turkey leg at Red Fair either. I usually get the bowl or whatever, the potato bowl.
I don't know what it is. Ever since I was a kid, just even for like Thanksgiving, because I always want the chicken leg, right? I always every time, always
Well,
want
the
the
dark
chicken
meat
leg.
is the most delicious.
Well, I love dark meat, but I don't like the turkey leg because it has all those like splinter
Yeah,
whatever fiber things in it. I don't know
it's
what
like
the heck they are, but it's like, yeah, you're like, yeah, it's like you have to
tiny.
pick them all out, and yeah, it's just kind of. Did I mention Beverly D'Angelo's birthday was today, 1954?
So I had Eric knighted, and it was lovely because he's now
Thank you.
Sir Eric now,
Yeah.
and he has a cute little picture and a nice little folded placard.
Oh, now that you mention it, I'm gonna probably have to like put it up on the show notes and stuff. Dang.
You don't
Okay.
have to.
Oh,
It was
okay.
more like show your mom. You
My
think your mom
mom
would
would
get a
be
kick out of that?
probably not. She'll be like,
Really?
"What? Did what?"
Oh gosh. Not that you were knighted. I was at my friend invited me to her party and had me knighted. Not cute. Not cute at all. I can't
don't
with you,
know what
man.
she would think about it.
Oh, my lad to Georgia. What'd you think of the jousts and the sword fighting?
Oh my gosh, that was great.
Do you love the
That was
sparks
great.
fighting for the swords? That's my favorite part.
That was, yeah, I was like, did they like make special
Yeah.
metal swords to make them spark like that? Because I've never seen that before
Yeah,
at
they
like
add
Renaissance
flint
fairs.
on them so that they'll spark.
Okay, yeah, it was cool. And okay, so they did some choreographed stuff, and sometimes the choreography was
Corny.
definitely
Yeah.
like what WWE or
Yes, it
whatever
was.
the it was like this was kind of really bad. But it was still, you know what I was thinking? I wish I had a young child with me because
Yeah.
the child, or if I was like, 10 or something, I would just be eating it up. I mean,
My
it would
daughter
just.
lost her mind when we first went.
I bet she did. I mean, it's, and that's what those choreographed. And obviously they can't kill somebody every night they do the show because they
Right.
run out of actors pretty quick. And I mean, talk about a tough place to hire for. It's like, so my job is gonna be what again? I'm gonna be the one that dies. I mean, like for real?
Right.
Yeah, I think I don't care. No, I don't care what you're paying. I think I'm gonna say no. They can't really do it like good old Roman times where it's like, oh, you're kind of in there anyways and you're kind of screwed, so good luck to you. If you do manage to somehow survive, then we'll set you free, but that's not going to happen.
It was
By the way, did you know on this day in 1967 E40 was born, the rapper?
I do not rapper.
You do not rapper?
I don't really listen to rap music.
No wonder why he went to E40 for the name, because his real name is Earl Tywone Stevens Sr.
Tyrone or Tywone?
Tywone, Tywone.
Oh, guys,
Tywone,
that is
like,
the African American naming convention. Oh, my people, why are we like this? Why? Why?
I have no ideas.
I'm a Tywone on.
And I don't know who this is. ODB Wu Tang Clan, 1968.
Old dirty bastard from Wu Tang
We got
Clan.
Frida Lingstad with ABBA, 1945.
I forgot which one that is. They all look alike.
Here's the one everybody knows. Daniel, I can't even pronounce the last name, 1949.
What, spell it. Spell it.
Barenboim. He's an Israeli pianist and conductor.
You said pianist.
I said pianist, not pianist.
That's what I said.
Okay, sorry. Chad Robert Kroger. I didn't know he's with the Kroger grocery store line. 1974. Family. Singer guitarist with Nickelback. Go Nickelback.
I used to love them until I saw them in concert.
I have never seen them in concert.
Don't do it.
Okay, I don't.
Don't do it. I'm going to see the Depeche Mode Experience next Friday.
The Depeche Mode Experience? Is it going to be the real band members of Depeche Mode?
It's some weird thing they're doing at the Marquee Theater out here. Dance and stuff. They've been advertising it for like weeks. Like it's supposed to be a big deal. I don't know. I got to dress like all gothic again and hot like normal.
Do you think Depeche Mode actually picked the initials DP for Depeche Mode, or was it like an innuendo for something else? It would be. By the way, Mom and Dad kicked the kids out of the car.
We
or out of
already
the
said
room
this
for
is
night.
rated past PG at this point.
If they wandered back in the room,
This is
tell them to get the heck out.
That's so nasty. You so nasty. You so nasty.
Well, I'm thinking delightful petunias or delirious. I'm trying to think of something that stands with P. Popcorn.
Popcorn. Dipped pickles.
Dipped pickles. Yes.
Yeah, I would come up with that. Dang it, now
Thinking
I
the
want
chocolate
some.
sauce, right?
That's just nasty. That's so gross. You're so gross. Stop being gross.
Love you a long time.
Like a long time. Do you see we had a whole row to ourselves?
We did.
This is amazing.
Oh. Yes, we had an entire like row kind of / section / server, if you will.
Yeah.
I wasn't the only one being the server. We actually had a server. A server. Yeah.
Dude, did you see the Red Knight? The Red Knight was flirting with our entire female section where I was. And my friend Dawn, like he threw the carnation right at her. She always puts it between her cleavage because she's a gangster.
Good for her.
That's like the third one she's got.
Oh, speaking of which, I had a lot of fun sitting next to Drakey Art. Drakey Art, yes.
What's up, Nancy J? We love
awesome.
You.
Yeah, those are my people. Were so fun.
You love my friends? My friends are cool. I have the coolest friends.
Yeah, except for that one, but never mind.
Who?
I don't know. I can't.
Which one?
Huh?
Which one are we talking about?
Did you know that today in 1889, Brazil's monarchy was overthrown? And then a horrible movie starring Madonna came out.
Which one?
Centuries later. Huh?
She's made more than one movie.
Ooh.
Although I did like Dick Tracy.
I was talking about, was it Evita?
You didn't like Evita?
I'm just kidding. That was Argentina anyways, not Brazil. No, actually, I like Madonna. Actually, Madonna's very talented. She takes too much crap. Just like Britney. Britney took a lot of crap.
I'm so happy she's free now.
Yeah, I know. I'm so happy that
I'm so happy that like I was moved by that. My favorite what?
No, go ahead.
No, I was talking about like for my party, my hype music on my way to the medieval times. I was playing the Bitch I'm Madonna song. I'm Madonna. We go on or we go home. We get funky all. I'm Madonna.
Not to ruin the mood, but in 1806, explorer Zebulon Pike spotted the mountaintop that became known as Pike's Peak and forever has tarnished the Starbucks blend.
Pike's Peak?
Cannot stand.
He got me Starbucks.
I like Pike's Peak Starbucks.
He got me Starbucks because I was dying.
She was. Yes, now I know her secret formula, favorite formula of Starbucks. And I shall not reveal it on this show.
You know what is so cute? Because Eric had so much fun. He's like, I need to come back to Arizona.
It's like $2 a gallon cheaper for gas. I mean, you can't even afford not to drive there because it's so much cheaper. It was like $5.69 in California, Needles, California. I crossed the border like 15 minutes across the border. And unfortunately, I had to get gas in California because I was like on vapors. And I was just like, I'm not sure how much further I'm going to make it. So I get some gas. I get a few gallons in California. I cross over and I come to the first like gas station. And you would expect it to be astronomically high in Arizona, taking advantage of all the Californians crossing the border. It was $2 a gallon cheaper. So I don't know if it was astronomically high or not by Arizona standards, but by my standards, being $2 a gallon cheaper, are you freaking kidding me? California, what are you doing with all of our gas money? That's tax. That's got to be $2 in tax.
They're snorting it.
I don't know. They're not putting it into the roads. That's for sure. The roads here in California are just getting worse and worse every year. They're barely doing any kind of infrastructure upgrade. I mean, every once in a while you'll see a, highway under construction sign or something. But I mean, I think that's just for show. to kind of make you think that they're doing something, but they're not doing anything here in California. I mean, well, anyways, I don't want to get into the whole.
You know
This
what the
show
fun
isn't
thing is?
about
I
that.
can tell the moment he got out of California because his whole demeanor changed. He was all chill and relaxed and all sorts of cute stuff. And the moment Eric got back into California, he was like cranky as all.
Okay, well, here's another reason to be happy going into Arizona. Hey, Arizona and a few other places, I think, in the United States now. Thank you for giving me my hour of time back.
Right?
Because they don't have that insanity of changing the clock twice a year and following like sheeple. No, they're like, you know what? We'll just keep the clock the same. We're not going to set it forward and back. And guess what? They get along just fine keeping the clock. All right. Yeah, and so I got my hour back. I was like so freaking happy. I had an hour extra of daylight. I was like, oh my God, I got like an extra hour of daylight. This is awesome. Then I come back to California and I don't even think I officially crossed into the California state line, and my phone
changed time.
Already changed. I'm like, there's and I'm not even in California yet. Bastards.
Give it back.
Give me back my hour.
You can also drink in our
back
brew bar.
In California, it's dark all the freaking time. You get up, you go to work, you're inside. Well, for me, I'm lucky I don't have to be inside except for this week because I'm in a special training class. But then you go home and it's dark. It's like, what kind of life is that? It sucks. And then you gotta, figure out like changing the clocks and this and that. And okay, it's not as big a hassle these days because your phones do it automatically for you.
Yeah, but when you got to figure out what time it is where everybody else is, oh.
Yeah, like now you are 1 hour. Well, you're on the normal time. I'm on like the Bass Ackwards time. So I'm like, hey, let's do a show. And you're like, you know how late it is? And I'm like, oh, that's right.
I'm like, what day is it where you are? Is this still Sunday?
I have no idea.
Again, I'm gonna thank you so much for coming to my birthday party. Like it was awesome.
I'd like to come again, but we'll have to see how that goes. By the way, I don't even see we're using, like I said, we're using this new podcast service. I'm trying to see how far into the show we are.
32 minutes and 23 seconds.
Where do you see that? I don't see
underneath the word studio on the right for me, above my name.
There it is.
It says you and one other are at 32 minutes and 37 seconds.
Wait a second. I see megabytes. I see quality. I don't see the time.
Do you see anything that says studio?
I do see the studio. I'm on the studio tab.
So below that, it shows the time for me. It says you and one other person.
Output.
Yeah. I mean, it's weird because you're the host and it's a different spot.
That's what I'm wondering.
They've stuck it somewhere else.
Oh, I bet they did.
I don't know what spot they
definitely stuck it somewhere else.
Tried sticking it in different spots, just didn't work.
By the way, if you haven't gotten the kids, oh, I see it now.
Yeah.
33:15.
There it is.
I don't know why it like just suddenly showed up.
It did.
No, it's just suddenly I got observant and I can see it. Okay. All righty.
I tried to show you where it is. It was like the clearest for you at this point.
You showed me. You're like,
I didn't lick his legs. He ran.
She didn't bite me either. Damn it.
I thought about it.
She did. She probably did think about it.
I did. I had to fix your pants, though.
Yeah,
and I did all that work only for you not to wear them.
Well, and here's the other sad thing.
They have
this show that we're supposed to be done that day. That was like the entire reason why after driving like 12 hours to get to our place, or to Arizona, that is, I get to my hotel and everything. And then, I sleep the night. And then the next morning it's like, okay, you got to come over. We're going to do a show. And it's like, okay, we're going to do a show. And then we get over there, and due to technical difficulties, we tried it 4.5 times, right? And we're trying to get this thing to work, but no matter how hard we tried to do it,
I did my best. It was just, the schedule got too tight.
Well, I mean, we're experimenting with a new service. We were also trying out a Zencastr, but Zencastr wasn't working,
and we just couldn't fit it in there.
We no. And so finally we kind of ran out of time because she had to like get into my pants. Well, I mean, work on the
What the
costume
French?
pants. The costume pants that I had that matched the shirt.
Then I went through all the trouble to lace and relace only for because they had no pockets and you just ended up in shorts and flip flops.
I know, which actually looked more awesome anyway.
Your hair looked amazing.
Well, thank you.
It looked amazing.
And you were going to braid my hair too.
I was going to braid your hair until I saw your hair. I'm like, no, leave it just like that. I was like holding it, going like, no, I want to.
I wasn't sure if she's being sincere or we're just running out of time. She's being nice because then she's like, I got to go pick up Mary. And
no, it looked good.
You
look like a hot Viking.
Just keep saying that. We're doing medieval times. Is Viking medieval time?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That's why he was able to be the Empress of Japan. You know, it's all from the same time period.
This is true.
It's just in different. But you look great. And he had his big old tattoos on and stuff. It was lit. It was. I'm so proud of you. You cosplay well, Eric. You really do.
By the way, the fake tattoos are gone.
Yay. Oh, yeah. You can keep doing that all day long.
Those temporary tattoos, man, they're so easy to put on, but they are one bear to take off. It was hard to get them off.
It was hard getting it off.
By the way, Mom and Dad, if you want to get the kids out of the room again, if they manage to sneak in.
If he keeps flexing these muscles at me, we're going to have to just cancel the show. I know what they look like in real life now. I almost fell down on purpose. He probably wouldn't have caught me though. I didn't hit the ground.
Well, I heard you were doing some other things at the medieval times. You had like what'd you call it? Like a little scavenger hunt game going on?
I did have a scavenger hunt going on.
Yeah.
You won. Because you spotted all of the background things.
Well, I had an unfair advantage, though. I don't
you did have an unfair advantage.
But do you care to share with some of the people
what
some of these things were?
It'll give away too much.
Let's just say that some of them involved
personalities of my guests. That's the best way for.
Yes,
I know my guests.
Articles of clothing.
Articles of clothing.
Let's see here. Ooh, this would be a great segue to get people to go to the Patreon site. Should we tell everybody what happened on the Patreon site?
What happened on the Patreon site?
You know what? We're not going to bother with that right
now. Not this day. It was great. He got me a rose. It was so sweet.
Yeah, it was a blue rose, so it matched her kimono.
Which will be in the show notes, which is funny because the two gentlemen I was sitting next to were like, okay, I see you, Eric. What are you doing?
Yeah.
It turned into like, because all my wingmen were all puffed up chests because they were all feeling themselves. Like Eric is all Vikinged up, you know. Paul, who he had his Lancelot outfit on. Hi, Paul. And my other friend, Paul, he had his King's helmet on. My ex-boyfriend was there. Dave was there in a samurai outfit. It was great.
Yeah, your other ex-boyfriend, Paul, the one that's what can we say what his job is and stuff?
What? No,
can we not?
Jackson is my ex-boyfriend. Yeah, he's the director.
I meant Jackson. Sorry, not.
It's fine. He's the director of operations for ABC 15. Yes.
Isn't that cool? I mean, he was a super, super nice guy. He was not like a dick or pretentious or anything.
He's not.
I mean, I was kind of hoping he could, like hang out more and stuff. And I don't know if he's busy or what he had going on, but man, I definitely hope to see him. I'm tentatively planning right now to go back for the Phoenix Comic-Con, and hopefully maybe we can make some arrangements to even do some live podcasting, maybe even do some of the Cosmic Cafe show TV live streaming.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I'll be really ready for that. Like really ready.
Yeah.
Because I'm in my element at that point.
And I think that for that, I'll probably, maybe Asia will help whip up some great costume for me. And I was even thinking this time I ran out of time, but I was thinking about getting special contact lenses for my eyes to give my eyes some like spooky, ethereal sort of look and stuff. So
hey, if you want to go big or go home, we'll do it because you're like a freaking beast.
Yeah, I was really enjoying the tattoos, and like even for Halloween when I had the Dia de los
Diaz de
Muertes
Muertos.
face tattoo.
Yeah.
So yeah,
You cosplay
I'm
well. I'm so proud of you. He's good. He is so good. He's a natural. We'll take you. It is great.
we'll take you.
We'll take
And
you.
you have
Absolutely.
cookies too, don't you?
I do have cookies. The dark side has cookies, or
The
at least
dark
a
side.
good salad and lasagna. We
That-
do.
That's the
I was
intro
just so
drug.
proud to feed you. The first time I get to meet you, I get to feed you food. It was so great. And then you finally got to
It
take
was
home.
well timed too, because I
Yes.
was hungry. Because the hotel had like continental breakfast, which isn't much to eat. So
I
and I
whipped
don't
that in the oven within an hour. I put it in while I was putting on my makeup, and I
I
timed
don't
it so it'd be ready when you got there.
I don't normally eat much breakfast anyways, so it was definitely well timed for
I
sure.
was so proud. But I'm glad you had fun.
I
It was
did.
great seeing all my friends all dressed up at once.
By the way,
And
did you know that on this day in 1956, Elvis Presley made his acting debut in the premiere of the Love Me Tender
love me
movie?
tender. Whatever. I used to
Did I
love
sing that
Elvis.
well? Did I sing that well?
We were
Thank you very
supposed to
much.
do karaoke and we never got to.
Oh yes. Oh, we should have tried doing that at the Gentlemen's Club. They don't do karaoke though.
They
They?
don't.
We got to go to a place that's like a lot more fun.
Yeah, I mean, with the time constraints we had,
Yeah.
but I'll find some other neat things for us to do, and we'll bring my friend Paul with because he's just a good time. He's just
The one that
Lancelot, yeah.
Yes, yeah. He's a great guy. He looks girls, if you're interested, can I say this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it too early or do we
No,
need
it's
to wait
not.
like another
It's
15
perfect.
days?
It's
Okay.
perfect.
If you had like the mega crush on Rick Schroeder,
Go get some.
I mean, this dude, if I was gay like some of my friends out there, if I was gay,
Isn't he pretty? He's handsome.
I mean,
he's handsome. Blue
but he's
eyes.
not gay either. So, but yeah, he's a handsome man.
He's a handsome man. He's a handsome man. Oh, by the way, he likes sisters. So you know what, y'all?
If you're a sister,
if you're a
and
sister,
you like some Rick Schroeder for you.
You ready to switch to that whole milk? I got you. Go to Cracker Barrel. I got you. Come see my boy. My boy. We need to show my boy a good time.
And you know what? You don't have to necessarily switch. Just have it like as a midnight snack or something. You know,
I'm saying
he would probably not mind.
He wouldn't
mind.
mind.
Even share some of that cream with your coffee.
I'm so down with you.
No, you still have the kids in the room or in the backseat of the car.
He was a handsome, and he looked even better with his Lancelot costume on, and he was just having a great. And he's a sweet guy. He's the sweetest guy on the face of this earth. That's why he's my wingman. Don't you love my wingmen? They're adorable.
No, I was like, at first I was like, okay, this is gonna be interesting. All of us, testosterone, and yeah, no, it turned out great. Everybody was great, and it's a shame that the other retro rogue, Eric Alexander, didn't make it to the party. Apparently, he came down with the flu or something. So that was really unfortunate because it would have been fun to hang out with him and Dave.
I want to take a picture with both Pauls.
Well, it'd have been great, like Dave, you, me, and Eric. So
yeah,
it would have been
all of our shows together.
That's right. So, yeah.
I was so glad Dave came because he had to come so far. He went.
He went. Oh, sorry.
He went.
I'm looking at this factoid. Did you know in 1986 on this day? This is a really cool day, November 15th. I never would have guessed. The Beastie Boys released the LP "License to Ill."
This is it's a Santa Claus. I always say Santa Claus. Have you started putting up Christmas decorations? Everyone started putting. Speaking of Lancelot, he just took like his Christmas photo with his kids and is now as his profile picture. And I want to slap him. I go, it is too soon. You Mariah Carey cult pain in my butt.
Get a puppy. Post a picture of you with a puppy.
No, I do not. Listen, nobody's supposed to put up any Christmas decorations till the day after Thanksgiving. I need to have my meat.
Oh yeah, that.
I need, unless I've had turkey. Y'all better not. because I got friends that already changed their selfies to their holiday selfies, and I'm like, oh, I want to beat y'all.
Well, it's like all my hotel here is all dressed up in Christmas. There's like no reference to Thanksgiving, so
like we don't eat or something. Like what? I remember when Thanksgiving used to be a big deal. They put on the Charlie Brown Thanksgiving, where they're serving popcorn. It was hilarious. The Macy's Day parades going on. Like Thanksgiving used to be a big deal, and we're bypassing it. I don't understand. Just because Mariah Carey came out with Christmas music the day after Halloween, I was like, I'm coming for you, sis. What are you doing? I need you. I plan on building my daughter and I like a cardboard fireplace. I got all the like fake brick and all sorts of stuff. It's gonna look neat, so I can hang like stocking.
Get the video for your TV and just play the video.
I'm gonna watch stuff on my TV. I don't want a video of a fireplace when I can build one because I have so many boxes from all of Amazon I've ordered.
But are you a little bit worried that maybe your daughter might actually light it a fire?
No. No, not really. She's too lazy. She is so lazy. She went to homecoming. She had a great time. That was during my party.
By the way, I should mention, since this show, I believe, is as we're recording it right now, it's going to be released later as a podcast, but I believe as we're recording right now with Riverside, it should be live streaming on I think we mentioned at the beginning, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch. And if you're enjoying the show and you've been watching or listening this long, please make sure you subscribe to Cosmic Cafe Show on your favorite podcast service. Just search for us on the Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. All of them out there. Amazon Music. In fact, we still got to follow up with Amazon Music because they wanted to help us promote the show and everything.
I know you haven't heard anything yet, so let me know.
I've been busy driving to Arizona. That's like a 10-12 hour drive each way.
I thank you for coming. I was so...
Yes, no, it's awesome. I just didn't... you can't read the email while you're driving.
I know that. And I thought you had a lot of fun. You look like you had a lot of fun.
And if if you're having troubles finding us or on your podcast service or whatever, you can always listen to us straight off our website, CosmicCafeShow.com. You can also see the archive footage, archive shows. This is episode 34, and it is November 15th. We are getting close to the end, so I just want to make sure I mentioned all that. If you want to give us show feedback, please make sure you send us feedback at Cosmic Cafe Show at Outlook.com. We might read. Actually, we will read it because
it'll be the only thing we get.
We get just like spam and like MLM requests and stuff.
Oh my Lanta.
It's like,
that's hilarious.
No, I don't need that, please. Thank you very much. Oh. So
yes, darling.
Where was I? Ozzy Osbourne performed on this day, 1992. What he had announced would be his last concert in Costa Mesa, California. He did return to live shows. So I guess he was saying he'll never go back to Costa Mesa, but he'll do live shows everywhere else. And in 1997, Metallica rock. Oops, wait, there's can't get
throw up your horns.
Yeah, there we go. Or is it more like this? Yeah, devil. There we go. Metallica. Their video for The Memory Remains.
That's like my favorite song. Na, 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 na. I love that.
There's a lot of great music history today.
There is.
Really good stuff.
The day
David
after my
Bowie
birthday.
Stuff.
I wish we had done the episode on my birthday. That was it.
Well,
Sunday.
Yeah, but you were like busy doing not like a third party or something.
I just went to dinner. It ended up like just dinner at Kabuki. That's it. I was like, I have no more left to give you guys. I am still concerting next weekend. I'm like, I'm worn out. I'm like, I told everyone was taking over the month of November. Mistakes were made. I'm exhausted.
Oh, wow. This is interesting factoid. It's not music related, but in 2006, Andy Warhol's
Yeah.
painting of Communist Party Chairman Mao Zedong
We'll
sold
see.
for $17.4 million.
I hope my artwork is that expensive one
And
day.
I guess at the same auction, quote unquote, Orange, Maryland sold for 16.2 million. And the 16 Jackies sold for 15.6 million.
That's a lot of money for a painting.
Yeah. But I mean, you know what?
What's the most expensive piece of art you own?
How much would Mary sell that Cosmic Cafe show painting that she made?
I'm so glad you got to take that home.
Yeah, by the way, again, thank you, Mary. You're super awesome. And thank you for giving it to me. Thank you for not signing it. So
I asked her 3 times.
So now when you become a famous artist in the future, and it'll be worth like, I don't know, 10 or 15 million dollars like Salvador Dali or Andy Warhol, I won't be able to cash in on that.
Or you will, because it's the only piece of her artwork that's not signed.
Ooh, this is true.
Like those unusual coins that don't have like the markings on it. I'm just saying.
This is true.
I think the most expensive thing I own is my Olivia artwork. Betty Page posters that I keep in my room.
Oh yeah, those are cool.
Those are prints. Those are real prints signed by Olivia. So those are worth like, I don't know, so many hundred. Nope, I'm a dork.
And she had Nagel.
The Nagel I have. The Nagel I have is worth the most, like over 500.
I was like, what? You got Nagel?
I got Nagel.
What?
Yeah, you were impressed.
Well, I know Nagel. So I was like, oh, you got Nagel.
Yeah, I got cool all of a sudden. It was great. I got Battle Axe and Nagel.
Well, we could like jointly geek out on something in common.
We have stuff in common. I'm just like one of those weird mega geeks. So
I know, but I'm not.
It's okay.
I think that's why we go together like was it Oreo cookies or something, right? Black and white goes together good or something.
Black and white goes together good.
I can't think of a good.
I know you
can't think of a good analogy.
I swear, you know what? I'm gonna miss that hair if you ever change it. I'm gonna be real.
I don't want to change my hair.
You shouldn't.
Every time I see my dad too, he's like, "When are you gonna cut that hair?" I'm not.
It looks good on you, man.
What's funny is when I pull it back into a ponytail or into a gay man bun, then my dad doesn't say anything about it. It's so weird. I don't know if it's something because of the way his brain aneurysm affected him and stuff.
I think because it looks so flat.
I was gonna have Dad visit the show today too, but now it's too
make sure he wishes me happy birthday. We should ask him. Nothing.
Well, let's see if Dad's around or not. We'll have to see. Hold on a second here.
How's it gonna work on video?
I think I heard him come in.
How's it gonna work on video?
Yep. Oh,
he fell down. Man down.
I think he just left. Also,
man down.
Hey,
I scared him.
Hey, Asia, how's it going? I'm so happy to come back to visit, and I've been listening to the show for a while, and I wanted to tell you a funny joke.
What's the joke, Poppy?
I can't remember.
You should have went to the strip club with us.
Your mother, she would never allowed it, but I do have to say I'm sorry I wasn't here yesterday to wish you a happy birthday. But happy birthday to you.
You and your son sing so like.
Well, thank you, Dad. That was very nice of you to try and sing
CPR, but that might knock him out too.
I think Dad just passed out and fell on the floor.
Hold on, I'm gonna give him mouth to mouth.
Son. I just got one good look at that Darth Saranda. Oh.
He saw my painting.
Oh my gosh. Your mother would have probably slapped me if she saw that I was looking at that. Oh my gosh. I can't believe she's your co-host. By the way, what do you call two co-hosts that toast a show on the internet?
What do you call two ghosts?
I don't know either. It's kind of stupid, huh?
Oh my god!
Oh, I gotta go. See you later.
Bye, Buffy.
Okay, Dad. We'll see you later.
He's so cute.
I don't know. There he goes. Bye bye. I miss seeing my dad. It was nice of him. He hasn't come around to the cafe in ages. It's funny. We start talking about him and everything, and then he just suddenly shows up.
I love talking about him. It's funny when he's on the phone. When I heard him on the phone with you that one time, I was like, "Oh my god!"
At the house.
Yeah. Oh my gosh! I was like, "Wow, that was."
He and I kind of sound similar, don't we? It's almost like we're father and son or something.
You're so silly. I wonder how many other things with you guys are like.
I have no idea, but all I know is that my mom has been happily married to him now for 54 plus years.
Understandable.
I don't know what you mean by that. They treat each other really well. And I admire the way my mom has stood by my dad, even when he had the brain aneurysm about 4.5 years ago. And it really just, I wish I could be so lucky, not to have a brain aneurysm though, but to have somebody, be that supportive. So I
was supportive.
So thankful of my mom. So thankful of my mom. So yeah.
When you love a guy, you love a guy. You gotta.
Yeah.
I love boys. Well, boys are awesome. They are.
Yeah, just don't tell those girls in the strip club or the gentleman's club. Sorry.
That was so funny. That was so. You guys were so cute. I felt like a freaking Asian warlord. I'm like, I've taken my men for spirits.
She was bragging.
And nudity. Sure. I go, let us go. You gotta admit, that's the first time that's ever happened to you. The chicken in an empress costume is taking you to a strip.
I hear the piano playing. We're coming to an end. Well, hey, thank you so much, Asia, for joining me again, and thank you for inviting me to your birthday party.
Yeah.
Please be
Thanks
sure
everybody who wished me happy birthday. By the way, a lot of people did. I appreciate it.
Thank you, everybody, for listening and subscribe, like, share us. And one last time, good night, Gigi. Love you very much. Bye-bye.
Good puppy. Did it stop? It looks like